The Managing Partner Ownership Pathway, the 70/30 split. You responded to an ad for a managing partner position. This system is a structured pathway into real business ownership, designed for people who may have never owned a business before. It shows you how the managing partner role works, how ownership becomes possible, how financing is structured, how Winthrop Capital Group supports you, and how leadership becomes equity. The core promise: step into leadership, operate a real business, and own 70% of it. The eagle attitude, the mindset behind ownership. Ownership begins long before paperwork. It begins with altitude. Altitude. Most people live at ground level, reacting, waiting, hoping. Owners rise. Owners don't live at ground level. Owners live at altitude. Altitude gives clarity, perspective, and authority. Identity shift. Employees think in tasks. Owners think in outcomes. Employees wait for direction. Owners create direction. The moment you stop asking, "What should I do?" and start asking, "What must be done?" the ownership shift begins. Responsibility is not a burden. It is the gateway to control. When you take responsibility for outcomes, you gain control over direction, people, and results. Decision power. Circumstances don't shape your future, decisions do. Owners decide who they want to become, what they will build, what they will pursue, what they will no longer tolerate. Decision is the engine of ownership. Leadership means rising above emotion, conflict, distraction, fear, and limitation. Clarity, confidence, momentum, results. Owner identity. Built on 5 pillars. Vision, seeing what others cannot. Responsibility, owning outcomes. Courage, acting despite uncertainty. Discipline, doing what must be done. Altitude, rising above average thinking. These pillars form the mindset required to lead a business. The capital myth. Most people believe they cannot own a business because they lack capital. But capital is not the barrier. Mindset is. Ownership is no longer reserved for the wealthy. It is available to the willing. The managing partner system exists because leadership, not money, is the new gateway to ownership. A clear 7-step structure. You become the managing partner. You run the business, lead the people, protect quality, and grow revenue. You pay a $4,700 activation fee. This confirms your commitment and activates your ownership pathway. You receive a 70% ownership stake. Winthrop Capital Group provides knowledge, advice, and the typical 10% down payment required capital contribution. We supply the acquisition capital and hold 30% ownership. The business is financed and acquired. SBA, bank, or seller financing covers the purchase. The business cash flow pays the debt, not you personally. You operate the business and build wealth. Winthrop Capital Group supports you. The benefits of business ownership. Income stability. Business owners don't rely on hourly wages or salaries. They rely on cash flow, predictable, recurring, and scalable. Equity growth. As the business grows, your 70% stake grows with it. You build wealth through increased valuation, increased cash flow, increased equity position. Ownership multiplies effort. Control over your future. Owners decide direction. Owners decide priorities. Owners decide outcomes. Legacy. Freedom. Freedom comes from control. Control comes from ownership. When you own the business, you own the future. What happens next? If the model makes sense, if you can see yourself in the managing partner role, if ownership feels possible for the first time, then you're ready for activation. To begin, complete your $4,700 activation fee. Schedule onboarding. Begin managing partner placement. Step into 70% ownership. Lead the business and build long-term wealth. This is your moment.